So I've had this delusional goal since I was 16, and I just spent 7 weeks proving that I've been working towards something that I don't necessarily want. And it has made me take action to actually work towards my dream. So a quick update, as some of you may know, I studied in the Netherlands for 3 years and I just graduated from a bachelor's in business administration like 2 months ago. And I'm now starting a master's in finance in Portugal at Nova SBE. 2 days ago, I finished a 7-week internship at a Swiss bank, which for most finance students would be their dream. But for me, it was different. For me, every corporate experience that I get to live is more of a confirmation that I don't want to be a part of a just very regulated, I don't know if that's a word, but institution like a bank or some other kind of huge corporate firm. But I'd rather be spending my time working on something I'm more passionate about or I see more direct impact on people. So it all started about 6 years ago on a train to the Netherlands. I was going there with my dad to check out universities to see which one could potentially be interesting to me. And we ended up talking about what would be my wildest dream. I was completely honest at the time and I told him that I wanted to be some kind of YouTuber, business owner and athlete. I really admired people like Nick Bear or Russ Swole or recently Luke Hopkins or Ross Mackay. And what they all have in common is firstly, they're good athletes, but not professional. Secondly, they have some kind of YouTube channel where they document what they do. And thirdly, they have a business. And all three of these pillars interconnect and feed each other so that their whole brand is based around sports and performance and having a cool lifestyle and living it like that. And that is honestly what passions me. It's also the reason I started making these videos in the first place. Back in high school, I think I posted my first video in 2022.
I'm gonna go to the gym and hit a big squat. Hopefully it will fly.
They were just honestly very beginner workout montages, but I felt that posting those would be the first step to eventually, far down the line, grow into something meaningful. And over these past few years, I've stayed a little bit more consistent with posting, and I've recently been putting a bit more effort on other social platforms such as Instagram and TikTok, where I try to grow just an authentic audience and even a little community that I've taken on my first social right now, just to kind of build this image around my name, kind of a personal brand that sits kind of at the intersection of sports, and not even high performance sports. Like, you don't need to run Ironmans right away to identify with kind of the brand that I'm trying to build. And secondly, living a balanced, meaningful life. I think that's also a big part of my brand, because we're not all professional athletes. We're not diehards. We don't want to win world championships, even though that would be nice, but realistically, that's not what we're doing. We're just trying to build fitness, achieve our physical goals, whether that be just sticking to the gym a bit more consistently or running a first half marathon, all while living a cool life and having a career or building something on the side. And for me, that on the side is this YouTube channel and a little coaching business that I'm gonna announce at the end of the video. So where I really see this channel going, and I've mentioned it before, is to post more regular uploads, and I'm already in touch with a videographer in Portugal that will help me make videos, where part of the video is me documenting my training journey towards my races. I have a stacked calendar plan for next year. So on the one hand, my sports journey. Secondly, how I'm trying to build a business around it. And thirdly, just cool lifestyle videos on what I'm going to do in Portugal. I bet there's going to be surf content and just aesthetic, urban shots, just creating cool videos. And then obviously sharing what I learn along the way of, trying to find my path in this thing called life. So now to the exciting part, which is kind of the beginning of the business side of this channel, is I'm officially launching a coaching business targeted to university students and early career professionals, where I help them achieve kind of above average results in whatever physical goal they set out to do, whether that be running a half marathon, but not just finishing it with 1 week of training, but actually planning training out for 3 months, sticking to a plan, learning the discipline that is required to actually hit your 3 to 4 workouts per week, to not just cross that finish line, but also reap all the benefits that come from setting a goal, planning it out, and then sticking to it, sticking to the workouts that you said you were gonna do, even when life gets a little bit more busy. And the reason I'm targeting university students and early career professionals is because that's literally me. I've spent the last 5 years always chasing some kind of pretty serious athletic goal on the side of my main career, which has always been obviously high school, then university bachelor's, then internships, and now masters. I've always had physical goals that I dedicated serious time and structure to. So in high school it was powerlifting. I remember vividly in my head, we were in the middle of exam season in April, and I was sitting in my gym training for this national powerlifting competition, telling myself in my head like, holy shit, no one else is doing this. Why am I doing this? What is this all leading to? But now, a few years later, that is literally what built my credibility. Like, I can really say that I've maintained consistency in training pretty much in every period of my life. And not because I'm some kind of hero, but simply because I've figured out a way and a method that allows you to stay consistent when times get tough and life picks up. We all know that consistency at the end of the day is what gets us closer to our fitness goals. So that is the main thing I'm trying to solve for people. Help them build training plans around their lives so that they can be consistent over at least 3 months to hit their fitness goal. So if that sounds interesting to you, definitely check out the link in the description. I just launched my website. You can also let me know what you think about that. And I would love to help you achieve your goal. For me, it's so satisfying right now to be building a little business, even though it's just a coaching business for students. I'm learning so much on, firstly, how to talk to this camera, secondly, how to build this brand online that gives me credibility in what I do, and thirdly, how to design a website to make sure that the viewer who actually lands on the website converts into a potential conversation or customer. These are all the things that I'm so stoked to learn and later on apply in perhaps another business that I'm building. And before we close this video, I'm just gonna give a quick recap of my sportive season, or like athletic season this year. I did 2 main races. I did Grand Fondo Mont Ventoux in June, and then 1 month later, l'Étape du Tour. Both went incredibly well. I couldn't not have asked for a better outcome. At the end of the day, just like with any goal that's achieved by people who have things outside of sport, it's the consistency and the structure that allows them to achieve these goals, and that is exactly what I want to help people with. Next season, I'm focused on triathlon and long cycling endurance goals again, just to keep it super short. From March to May, I'm doing triathlons. I want to do an Olympic distance triathlon, a half Ironman, and also a sprint distance right at the beginning of the year. And then after that, pivot into cycling races again. As the weather gets better, I have more time and a bit less stress at university, because I'm still a full-time master's student from now on. And to wrap up this video, I'll leave you with a quote that I came across recently, and it's basically that grind culture is really good for lazy people who aren't really pushing themselves, not even only physically, but also in other aspects of life. But grind culture is at the same time poison for people who are already trying hard. If you're someone who's ambitious in school, ambitious in their relationships, you want to be a good brother, son, boyfriend, whatever. And at the same time, you want to be some kind of athlete, you have your own fitness goals, you're maybe building a business. If on top of that, the only content you consume online is focused around doing more, grinding more, optimizing here and there, you're gonna burn out. And that's literally me. Like, I always come across videos telling me I need to do more, not even in a David Goggins way, but we're fed so much information that it's really, really common or easy to feel overwhelmed with it and still feel like you're not doing enough. Even though if you actually wrote down at the end of the day what you did, sometimes that really surprises me, because I'm like, oh, okay, I did more than I thought I did, because I work until the end of the day. But enough of that. If you watch this video till here, dude, you're or girl, you're one of the OGs of this channel. I really do see this thing going somewhere. If you're interested in getting help to learn how to structure your training and your life to achieve fitness goals consistently, not just a one-off little goal, but to actually become someone serious about their goals, please hit me up. I would love to help you. I have a few testimonials on my website of people I've already coached, so go check them out. Feel free to ask any questions, and subscribe, leave a comment, like, it helps a ton, and then I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.